this year.
Yep. And he's usually one of Cam Newton's go-tos, obviously in the receiving game. He probably has some of the best chemistry with Ted Ginn that he does with anyone else on the team.
Now, he was running, that was a weak side sweep. He ran from a side that had 3 receivers stacked. Now they've got 2 stacked up on the left. One is the tight end, Olsen. He moves in. Newton in the I formation. He's going to give it to Tolbert. Tolbert bouncing backwards. Going to be brought down for a loss.
Olsen missed his blocking assignment there. He was confused by the defensive look. And,
Olsen looked like he did not have time to get set.
No,
after coming in motion.
that too. That obviously a part of that. But running back had nowhere to go.
Really interesting offensive schemes from Ron Rivera, Mike Shula, and this Panthers offense.
Well, obviously, when you're up 24-0, you can show those kinds of looks. Oh my God! Jesus Christ! Hey, remember my analysis before the game about the one place Seattle might have Carolina beat is in the rushing game?
Well, they certainly don't, and we're going to see.
Newton's going to throw. Batted it down at the line by
Looked
Cam
like
Chancellor.
He had his man.
Cam Chancellor just reaching out that big hand and saying,
Cam
not today.
Chancellor still in the first level on that play, though.
Yeah.
Making that back.
Yeah.
And he looked like he would have had his man otherwise.
Yep. I thought that was a... Yeah, he was wide open there. Just completely beat his man, and then Cam Chancellor got his hand up.
Great play. Yep. Cam Chancellor really, the spy there in case Newton decided to take off.
Yep.
Bringing the safety up into the spy. That's an interesting play call from the Seahawks defense. Now Newton is in the gun. He's got Tolbert to his left. He's looking right, firing left, over the middle.
Oh, what a catch by Greg Olsen!
Touchdown, Panthers!
One-handed snag by Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen, the big tight end, going up to get it in the end zone. Touchdown.
They've really been taking advantage of those mismatches. Greg Olsen, just that big, tall body, and again,
this
a happy
time
Panthers
we're giving it to a chubby kid. You've had a cute girl,
another dad.
You had a bored boy, and now a chubby kid getting footballs. Cam Newton's fired up.
Yep, and as he should be. A beautiful pass to a well covered, but look at that. I mean, you're not gonna put
Jeremy Lane on the coverage.
I'm gonna look at his.
It looks like you had a linebacker on him as well.
Jeremy Lane at 6 foot tall, 190 pounds, a young guy at 25, just does not match up with the big body that is Greg Olsen.
Greg Olsen, another 6'5" player. The two tight ends, as Gano gets ready to kick the field goal here, the 2 tight ends for Carolina, 6'5", Greg Olsen, 6'4", Ed Dixon. Their mismatches.
They've literally been going to that all day, that mismatch, and that 5
And the third stringer, Scott Simonson, also at 6'5".
Yeah.
Of course, Cam Newton at 6'5", and his backup, Derek Anderson, 6'6", actually.
Very tall team.
They've got
you
length
give them the ball,
on
they fall forward, and it's a first down.
Just about everybody in the NFL.
Yeah.
Joe Webb, third-string quarterback, 6'4". Devin Funchess is 6'4".
I'm actually, I want to go through and look at this because, I mean, we've been seeing mismatches
on the offensive side of
day.
the ball. One of the biggest teams in the NFL, lengthwise.
Yep. Oh, well, here's the thing too. Jeremy Lane, number 20, and Ty Smith, both cornerbacks, 6'0". Richard Sherman, not short by any means, but Richard Sherman only 6'3".
You look at
Cam
one of the
Chancellor
strengths,
also at 6'3".
One of the strengths of this Seahawks secondary is surprising mobility for these 6'3" players.
Right, and
Sherman and Chancellor.
Not to take anything away from their athleticism, obviously, their safeties, most of them clocking in at 6'2". You got these 6'5", 6'6" tight ends, and the quarterback.
That are too fast for players like KJ Wright, who was beyond that play to catch up with them.
Absolutely, and that's so you can't cover him with a linebacker, and you can't cover him with your quarterback. What is Seattle supposed to do other than blitz everybody and just hope they get to Cam Newton? But Cam Newton's huge.
Hasn't worked for
right?
him
Cam
so
Newton's
far.
huge. So if he shakes everybody off, it's gonna be off to the races, and he's gonna run for a huge gain. It's kind of for this Seattle team.
It seems like they're balanced appropriately. You have a big Seattle defense going up against a big Panthers offense.
Right.
You have a small but mobile Panthers defense against a small but mobile Seahawks offense.
Right. Receiving core, though.
It is working out for the Panthers thus far.
I was going to say,
Graham Gano boots it deep.
They are taking advantage.
This is going to sail out of the back of the end zone. No chance for Lockett to return it.
The Panthers have been doing a great job so far this game, and I've said it before.
They're still showing that screaming child.
It's a great, and this guy who's just too cool.
31-0 Panthers.
Hey, chubby kid, look at that. He's so happy.
In the second,
as his man boob gets rubbed.
That's a boy boob.
That is
very
a boy
important.
Boob. Oh, that's pretty good.
Flip it over, you idiot.
Jam, crack, tear, snap, or only work in one corner of your house. Verizon built America.
Dude, that's like little April Ledgate in that Mercedes-Benz.
Ugh.
Because it matters.
We have a, what's her real name?
I have no fucking idea who you're talking
Ooh,
about.
I want one of those.
A boat?
A boat
Broats?
and a dually truck to fucking haul it with.
Yes. See, I want 2 dirt bikes. I'd rather have 2. No, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, but you see how they use the stupid crew cab so you can't even fit the dirt bikes in the back of it?
Yeah.
Crew cab trucks are dumb. If you have a crew cab truck,
you're dumb.
If the back isn't just full of tools, you're dumb.
Crew cab trucks.
No point.
Not the official sponsor of Ray and Sam Host Everything.
Nor is Bud Light. We can't stress that
Fuck
enough.
you, Bud Light. Crack 'em.
Cracking open a chorus there is Sam Gressel.
You know, it's really appropriate that Bud Light is oh yeah, Steelers fans, you would drink Bud Light.
Sam apparently not a fan of the Steelers either.
I'm fine with the Steelers, you know, but that last game we covered, man, Mike Munchak, what a scumbag.
You know.
Well, shit happens. It was like, so I heard after that game, right?
Both of those teams pretty shitty. Neither of those fan bases have cause to be particularly proud of themselves.
Jim Nantz really almost apparently brought to tears by the play of Vontaze Burfict and Adam Pac-Man Jones. Used the word disgraceful a lot. I think that's something that we're better at. We just called him out. It was like, he's a dirty player. He's been a dirty player. We all know this.
Baldwin moving from right to left for the Seahawks. You've got Wilson in the gun.
Stacked receivers to the right.
Kristen Michael to next to him. The pass is to Baldwin over the left, and Baldwin bumped out of bounds.
Second longest completion of the game there for Russell Wilson. And, Michael Bennett obviously fired up.
Getting into it there with Bobby Wagner. Russell Wilson again out of the gun, trying to run things quickly here. The handoff is to Michael. Michael's going to go forward for the first down.
Nice.
Gain of about 3 or 4.
Rumbling run there from Michael.
Oh, no, excuse me, Fred Jackson.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Wow,
Fred
he's
Jackson.
looking trim.
Yeah, he's looking trim and he's looking young.
I saw the 2 on the second half. He's going to line up wide left now as they run the hurry up, spreading the receivers out wide.
Seahawks are
Jackson's going to run left passes.
Nice.
Inside to Doug Baldwin for about 20 yards down to the midfield.
And that will be Russell Wilson's longest completion of the game. Very, very good look. A quick pass.
Great
high
catch
pass.
by Baldwin.
Yeah.
Looks like Jackson was there. So Baldwin lined up on the left slot. Fred Jackson lining up out wide left.
Perhaps this hurry up
maybe
offense.
As a decoy. Hurrying up. Here they have it for the 50. Wilson out of the gun. Takes the snap, rolls out to his right, passes to the right. It's Jermaine Kearse. Kearse wide right. He's going to get about 8 yards and be wrestled out of bounds, stopping the clock.
Trying to motor for the first down, but Cortland Finnegan and Johnson there on the coverage, just too strong.
Cortland Finnegan and Johnson, of course, famous Irish law firm.
Yes, Cortland Finnegan and Johnson.
Now it's going to be Wilson. He's got Jackson to his right. He's got 3 receivers out wide. Give us to Jackson. Jackson's going to get the short yardage necessary for the first and more up the middle. So 6 yards for Fred Jackson and another Seahawks first down. They're driving here.
They are. The hurry-up offense really seems to be keeping the Carolina defense on their toes. They're showing him different looks. I was about to ask where Marshawn Lynch was. There he is, getting some rest there. I don't think he's at 100%, and I think with these field conditions, they don't want to really risk
coming
much.
Off of surgery, of course.
That will be a timeout by the Panthers. I think this is a good timeout.
Seahawks with a very old running back duo of Lynch and Jackson.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch in his 9th year. He's 29. Fred Jackson, 34.
Yep.
Also in his 9th year. They do have Kristen Michael, the 3rd-year man out of Texas A&M.
Kristen Michael, I think a lot of Seahawks fans are really excited to see how he progresses.
They do have
shifty and exciting, and there's stuff to look forward to from his play.
They do have Bryce Brown as well, who, lest you forget, has been a backup his whole life. He backed up at Kansas State, K-State.
Oh,
got drafted by the Eagles, backed up for the Eagles. Now back up for the Seattle Seahawks. Amazing how highly people regard his talent. He was a backup in high school as well.
Was he? Wow.
Yes. But his talent, I believe he started 1 year of high school ball. But his talent, just his tools, respected by these teams. We haven't seen him yet, as it's Marshawn Lynch. And the pass is left over to the left to Lockett.
Should have been a first
Wilson.
Down and more.
Lockett drops the ball.
And there's not much room for error here when you're. He caught that ball just so oddly. Well, he kind of pinned
right
his
in
hand.
the basket.
Yeah.
Of not Ricardo Lockett, but Tyler Lockett. As it looks like it's still going to be Lynch in the backfield. You can see that visor. Russell Wilson's going to be deep. Tyler Lockett in motion.
Russell's going to run Russell's going to do it himself.
It's going to lose a man. And now slide down just short of the first. Probably a smart move there. He was ready to take a big hit and did not. They don't need it. They've got 1 yard to go on third.
No, I mean, obviously.
Certainly in four down territory here, down 31.
Yeah. True.
At least if I'm coaching, you got to go
25.
You got to go for it.
Yeah, that's smart. If Russell Wilson was planning on going it on 4th, because he could have had the first down, right? He was protecting himself. Good screen!
A screen pass out to Doug Baldwin. He had to make his man miss, and he did.
Well done to set that up. Good coverage there from the Panthers, not allowing Baldwin to get anything going vertically. And forcing him to take that angle that would make him go out of bounds. Luke Kuechly there.
And it has to be noted, when the Seahawks have found success, it has been against Kurt Coleman. He has been the weak spot in this Panthers defense so far. Wilson's going to test it again. Now he's going to run. Moving left, now across to his right. He's going to take a shot. Time,
that's going to be a flag, and the Panthers seem to think that's a hold.
That has to be a hold. Certainly not a late hit on Finnegan, as Wilson refused to go down at the first down marker, and it will be a hold. That is going to be, it looks like, on Bailey there, dragging Jared Allen to the ground. That's what allowed Wilson to escape. Penalty on Alvin Bailey, who's come in to replace Russell Okung. So that backs the Seahawks up. Now it's Wilson in the gun. He's got one man in the backfield with him. That's Jackson. Jackson's now going to move out to the left. He's got 4 spread wide, 1 tight end.
Yep.
Alone in the backfield is Wilson. Wilson takes the snap, looks to his left, fires to his left. That's to Jackson.
Oh, man!
Jackson picks it up on the bounce. He tried to sell it for a second.
Yeah. I almost bought it for a second.
2nd and 20.
It's interesting to see the Panthers have been rushing 4 pretty consistently on this drive. He got a piece of it.
There looks like it was.
That was Edwards, number 92, the big body on the line.
Edwards.
It's interesting to see the Panthers only rushing 4. It looks like they're gonna. Well, no.
Seahawks have 3 minutes to get this ball into the end zone.
They've been getting good pressure on Russell Wilson.
2nd and 20. Pressure comes. Russell Wilson fires to his left deep, and it's caught, I think he was out of bounds. A great catch by Jermaine Kearse with great pressure in his face, but the pressure was too great.
Really good coverage there
for him to stay in bounds.
And that's not going to be...
He gets 1 foot in, but not the